obviously last weekend put you in a great position the last 2 weeks. How are the squad looking at it at the moment?
Very pleased with ourselves. It's just so tight at the top at the moment. It's hard to take anything for granted. So it's just a very exciting time of the season, really.
Yeah. Would 2 wins be enough, or do you think you need a bit more?
I don't think 2 wins is going to be enough to be guaranteed.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to say, really, but obviously with 2 games to go, you have to win them.
Yeah.
But then in the back of your mind as well, you're thinking of the bonus point as well.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the 2 respective run-ins, obviously you've got 2 home games, they've got 2 away fixtures, and the Ospreys with 2 away fixtures against 2 of the playoff contenders. Do you see yourselves as favourites?
It's so difficult to say that, really. I think they play Friday night, so that's going to be interesting to see how that game goes. It won't change the way we play in any way, but it'd just be interesting to see if they do slip up, or even if they win, and Glasgow will be in sight then. So certainly very interesting and an exciting time to be playing with the Scarlets. So.
What's changed, Alan, since the turn of the year when you had that run of defeats? Obviously the Ospreys and the Ulster game, Vermont and Leinster. Then how have you turned it around?
I think they were very difficult games to be honest as well. So we weren't at our best, and when you're not your best against them teams, you just get punished, and we did. But as you said, we just turned it around, put them games in the back of our mind really, and just got on with the job, and we're in a good position now.
Last week was probably the perfect result for you, wasn't it? Because A, you won, but B, you give them a big reason to want to bounce back this weekend. Yeah,
exactly. That's going to be a tough game for both them 2 teams. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one up there. It's interesting to see wins as well, because even if Ospreys do win and we manage to get a bonus, but I think we'll be drawing then. So as I said, it's going to be an interesting one.
How much confidence do you take from beating the league leader in terms of not just making the playoffs, but perhaps going a bit further?
No, obviously, like, massive confidence really. We spoke before the game how tough it was going to be, and how we had to be in the top of our game in all areas, and we were. I think we were under a bit of pressure, and when we deliver a performance like that, I think it's obviously great confidence for the team.
Got the Blues on the weekend, obviously a few familiar faces from the Wales camp. Are we looking forward to that?
Yeah, looking forward to that game. I think it's going to be a very difficult game. A lot of good players in there. Obviously at the end of the season as well, which people leaving and people putting their hand up for other things is only going to add to their hunger to win and perform. So it's not going to be easy for us.
And with their Wales boys, obviously we know about inside there, how tough is that going to be with, as you said, like Jamie and Sam and Lee?
Yeah, they're great players, so it's going to be make our job definitely a lot difficult. But it's certainly such a massive game for us. The intensity is going to be right up there, and it's just a must-win game.
What's it like on the pitch with sort of 25 minutes, 30 minutes to go? It seemed as though you'd won. Did you go for the corner, chase the bonus point? Did you kick the penalties to ensure it? And how much does the thought process of that govern how you might actually react this weekend? Yeah,
it was an interesting one. Yeah, when you look back at it, we could have gone for the corner, we could have gone for the extra points, but I think Glasgow is such a good team. We respected that, and there was such a long time to go in the game. We just wanted to make sure we won the game, really. And but moving on to this week, we haven't really discussed that at the moment. But certainly, if we're on top, I think possibly we might be pushing for the corner instead of the points this time, but I'm not sure really.
Was that maybe a little bit of lack of confidence the way the season's gone, but now you've actually got to go for it, you might be pushing?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I just, as I said, I think we just respected Glasgow, and they had just put 50 points on Munster, so their ability to score tries was certainly there. What you say, confidence is, you know, it was just such a must-win game for us. We just had to make sure we won the game first.
I don't know, do you look back at the last few months personally, obviously Six Nations and everything going on there?
Yeah, Six Nations was interesting for me. Obviously, I had the first opportunity to start. Probably didn't go as I would have liked. But then I was on the bench for 2 other games I didn't play much involvement in. But then Wales done so well. I was just so pleased to be involved in the squad. Obviously so pleased to win the championship with them as well. So, and then moving to the Scarlets, then coming back here, I feel like I performed well. So I'm feeling pretty good about the way things are going, really.
Yeah. There's some competition now for the back row. That you just look at the players who are potentially in contention for the Lions.
Yeah, it's unbelievable competition, really. So tough, and I certainly feel that watching the games in the Six Nations certainly, you know, inspired me to push my game forward and improve myself. So that certainly helped for motivation anyway, to see the standard so high. It only pushes you further, really.
I suppose the way that things panned out in the Six Nations as well, with tips coming through and then Sam moving to 6 as well,
Yeah.
made it even more difficult.
Yeah, it's even more difficult again, yeah. But as I say, it is so difficult, but just proves to me now that I've got to be so high there with my standards in everything I do. It can be a good thing for me.